You've spent hours crafting the perfect video and many more putting together a thumbnail and all the metadata required. But now you need to get people to come and watch your video. Here's 10 ways to distribute your content on YouTube. Hello everyone, welcome back to vidIQ. My name is Rob. If this is your first time here, we are the YouTube tool and channel that aims to help you get more views in less time. Our tool is free to download, of course. A link is in the video description. And while you're at it, click on our subscription button and notification bell to make sure you don't miss any of this fantastic content. Let's jump into this one, distributing and promoting your YouTube content. If you leave it up to YouTube themselves, this is what might happen. It could appear in people's subscription boxes, although that doesn't always happen. And you have to rely on YouTube's algorithm to put it elsewhere, such as suggested videos, browser homepages, and recommendations for people who aren't subscribed to your content. So if you leave it up to chance, the chances are you're not going to get the maximum publicity for your video. So what can you do? First and foremost, wherever you're going to share your content, whether it be on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Reddit, other communities, make sure you do it in the first 24 hours. At this point, you're getting bonuses from YouTube for it being new content. And what YouTube's algorithm is interested in is your video velocity, or views per hour. If you can get some traction on your video in the first 24 to 48 hours, it stands a better chance of performing well after a week. Then after a month, then after a year. Potentially you have evergreen content. But it all starts with that first 24 to 48 hours. So do as much promotion as you can, where you can, safely. We'll get onto that later. Next, consider how you're going to share your content. For example, if you put your videos in playlists, and you always should do, make sure to share that playlist link to the video. Why? Well, when viewers visit that content using that playlist link, they're now going to be in a mini ecosystem within YouTube that's directed towards your channel. So if they watch one video and enjoy it, it's going to auto-play to the next video in your playlist. So you're going to be swirling up all of this session watch time, and it just benefits your channel rather than anyone else's. Of course, you're going to be sharing these links on different social media platforms such as Twitter and Facebook, and you have to weigh up the pros and cons of how you share content. For example, on Twitter, if you post a YouTube link, that gives the user the option to play the video natively within the Twitter platform. But if you post a link and include a thumbnail, that means the user has to click on the link to go to the YouTube page. But a thumbnail is a lot more visual. It captures the user more than just a YouTube link. And if they're going through Twitter on a mobile device, you can't play the YouTube link within Twitter anyway. Now, these sorts of figures will always vary depending on what source you look at, but around about 80% of Twitter users are on mobile. So you want to be targeting your content mostly to mobile users. So, do you want that link that can be played natively on a desktop, or do you want that extra big thumbnail on a mobile device? You need to decide. You could go a step further and upload the video directly to Twitter and then it plays natively on a mobile device, but that does come with quite a few caveats. First of all, there's a 2.5 minute limit on Twitter videos, and if you're going to play the video in Twitter, you're not sending the audience to YouTube unless you have a call to action in that video. And videos playing natively on Twitter are muted to begin with, so you're going to have to think about how to get the audience involved in a video. Maybe you've got to put captions at the bottom of the video and a title at the top, which is something we do here at vidIQ, but it's all extra time and resources. The situation when it comes to posting YouTube links on Facebook is even more complicated. Well, in fact, it's just terrible. Facebook and YouTube hate each other when it comes to sharing videos. If you post a YouTube link on Facebook, the chances are it's going to get horribly suppressed. Simply look at the reach of one of your general posts versus a YouTube link post, and it will be significantly smaller, I can almost guarantee that. So what you want to be doing is basically posting your videos natively to Facebook. Unfortunately, we have just a tool to do that. From the YouTube Video Manager page, you can syndicate a video directly to Facebook natively, including the titles and descriptions. It takes just a few clicks and a couple of minutes. This tool is available to boost users at vidIQ. Again, you need to consider the same issues with Twitter in that a Facebook video does play silently to begin with, So you have the same options to add captions and titles if you want to really spruce up your Facebook video, and then have a call to action to YouTube. Again, it's all about how much time, effort and resources you want to put into it. Just want to take a quick detour from the tips now to ask you, if you're enjoying these tips, then please do share them with people who might be interested in such tips to help grow their own YouTube channel. Maybe they're not aware of vidIQ, it would be really much appreciated. And funnily enough, that wasn't an intermission at all. That was tip number 6. Don't be afraid to appeal to your community directly to help share your content. That might be through Facebook, retweets on Twitter, or sharing your YouTube videos directly. It only takes 5 or 10 seconds to make the appeal during your video, and what's the worst that can happen? The viewer most of the time will simply ignore the request. But for those who are really committed to your content and invested in you as a channel, they'll be happy to do such things. Speaking of communities, obviously you will have your own community on YouTube where you have people following your content and sharing it because they are passionate fans, but you might also be of the same stature in other people's communities, whether that be on forums, Reddit, other YouTube channels. If you're providing something valuable to that community and have established yourself, don't be afraid to suggest your own content and recommendations if you think it's going to be valuable to that community. Now that doesn't mean going onto random Reddit channels and simply blasting all over the Reddit forum about your content. It will quickly get deleted and you're going to get many downvotes. Establishing yourself in other communities does take time, but that's all part of the YouTube process if you want to get your name out there and be respected by others. If you have a YouTube channel that's attached to a business and you have an emailing list, of course you can use that to push video links to people who are perhaps not even subscribed to your YouTube channel. But again, you have to be strategic about this. You don't want to be sending out emails every other day. If that's when you're posting videos, you may only want to highlight really important videos that you think an emailing list is going to be interested in. You have to consider why you have an emailing list. Did they sign up to get YouTube videos, or is it for something completely different on the business? Maybe you want to separate your emailing list, but it's something to consider when you do have content where you think you are projecting yourself with a good message that reflects everything your business is about. Reaching out to a brand new audience that's interested in your content is a fantastic way to get new subscribers, and that's done through collaborations with other video creators. If you do work with another video creator, you want to think of a unified strategy when it comes to releasing those videos. Whether you release them at the same time, a day after each other, always ensure that the other video creator gets a lot of exposure on your channel and vice versa, links are posted, and you have some sort of strategy with other social media posts like Facebook and Twitter. The YouTube community tab. I've done a detailed video on this, but to paraphrase what's in there, it's a great way of reaching all of your subscribers because posts appear in subscription feeds. So if you want to share your videos after the video's gone live, maybe a day later or a week after, that's fine. Just remember not to post too much in the community tab, or you may end up annoying subscribers who will turn it off on the subscription feed or unsubscribe it completely. And finally, while I did say that the first 24 to 48 hours of a video's life is important on YouTube, YouTube is of course a very fluid, fast-moving environment. Those videos quickly disappear from subscription feeds, so what if your subscribers miss it the first time round? Well, you can use the "in case you missed it" post on Twitter or Facebook, or indeed in the community tab, to remind people on videos that they may have missed. And those are 10 tips to help you promote and distribute your content on YouTube. If you have any ideas or suggestions, we'd love to hear from them in the comments below. Otherwise, I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up if you liked it, and of course share it if you think other video creators would find it useful. And if you want more content just like this, then subscribe to vidIQ. Enjoy the rest of your video making day. We'll see you again soon.